Get up, dress up, show up. That's what they say. Because lazy people are the ones who don't make it far in life. Lazy people are the people who do not want to accomplish anything out of life. You see, there are some people you have to be mindful of who you go to for advice, because some persons are not qualified to give advice. I like to believe that the people who can give you good and authentic and real advice to follow are the ones who, one, they have been there, two, they have accomplished so much and now in life. And if you want to reach on their level or even more, you have to look to the persons who are already on a certain level in life. And the reason why I say that, I mean, people can give good encouragement, people can give you good messages, but when it comes on to advice, especially life-altering decisions and stuff like that, choices you make to start your business, choices you make for a relationship and marriage, friendship and kids, choices you make when you're making very big decisions, you have to be mindful of the people you go to for advice, because some advices, trust me, they are just words to give you to keep you off until you need more words. Because you have the truth of the matter is you have people who are really not qualified to give people advice. And why I say that, as you watch this video and in the hearing of my voice and you watch this video, it's a pretty example of how some successful people give other people advice, what they tell them to do. And not only that, some other successful people tell them, but you have people who have not yet reached there, people who just do it because they can do it. And I'm going to give you a perfect example of a dress up, get up and show up. Because when people come to you about things, tell them that when I come to you and I say, hey, I need to start my business, don't tell me to go to school to start a business plan. Please don't tell me that. That is not the advice I'm looking for. Tell me where to go to get my business name license. Tell me where to go to get the equipment that I need to start my business. Tell me what percentage I need to start from, so that I don't invest everything and lose it all. Encouragements like that. Because sometimes this thing where people get up every day and be like, listen, be strong, it is important. Yes, words of affirmation is important, I'm not going to disregard that, but be strong, be independent, be powerful, be brave, persevere, because that's what it takes for me to reach where I am today. That's what they're telling you. But that's not exactly what you really want to hear. Because if you were not strong, Queen, you would not have been here seeking a better way out. If you were not strong, I talked to one of my friends, and one of my good friends that we talk and we have a long good conversation every now and then. And one day I called him and I was like, I'm not okay. And I texted him and said, I'm not okay. And he was like, what's wrong? And he was like, I'm just not okay. There are days when I just don't feel like enough. And he said to me, Shankai, can you answer your phone? I'm like, yes. And we have a good talk, and he's like, this is the most okay day for you. When you don't feel okay, the okay that you don't feel, that's the day when you are most okay. Because even though you feel so bad, you still find a way to carry. And he said, hey, listen, these are your best days. And the reason I say that, good days don't feel good. You know, when you're trying to move from the bad, the good days always feel bad. And the good choices that you make, a lot of times, you because of the fact that your flesh wants it, your body wants it, but you are subconsciousness knows that this is not good for you, so you have to move forward from it. So the universe in itself and God and whoever we believe in, they work in unison to make sure that even though this is what you desire, but this is not what you need, you're not going to get it. So hold the faith, my friend. And you know what happened? We were there and talking, and then there's this thing that I discovered while we were talking. When you talk to people who keep it real and authentic with you and tell you what you need to do, some encouragement, sometimes say, be strong, sis, but guess what? It's okay for you to be on your face where you're at right now. Not be determined. Yeah, well, you can be determined, you can be determined, but at the same time, determined of what? Somebody come to you and be like, listen, I'm on my face. Sis, you gotta be determined to do what? You gotta keep the faith. Keep what faith? When people are on their faces and they come to other people for advice, even though they don't know it and they don't feel it, that they're exercising hopefulness, and they're actually having a bit of faith while they step out to ask for help, but they're still in despair and they're still on their faces and they're still in a place where they need help. Say, sis, let's figure this out together. Not, sis, just go and go pray. Prayer good enough, and it's good to encourage people to pray, because I'm a believer. But at the same time, sis, just go and go pray. Everything's soon good. But in that moment of the time, you don't feel like everything is good. And I just want to talk to a queen out there today. It's okay if you don't feel okay today. It's okay if you don't feel like getting up out of the bed and put on any makeup to boost your confidence, because there are those days and we all have them. But let's talk about the problem for a little bit. Let's talk about what's bothering you. Let's talk about moving forward. You reach out to help, it means that you want help. Let's talk about how we move from here to there. Let's see what we can do to get you off your feet. So when people come to you for encouragement, you have people who are good talkers, and then you have people who are not good talkers. And they said that you have some motivational speaker that comes on and be like, oh, you need to spread your bed. The first thing you need to do when you start your day is to make up your bed and make sure everything is neat and in place, because that is the way you go forward. Every single thing has to be in order. And that's a start. Once you get up and you spread your bed, that is a start to move forward. That's a start to move forward. So when you decide that you're going to encourage somebody and people come to you about real life situation, people are not looking forward to hear you say, you have to be perseverance, you have to be determined, you have to have willpower, you have to have that. But all of that is secondary when you do not have a job. Don't just tell people to get up, dress up, and show up, because it doesn't start there. Because you have people who don't have clothes to dress up. You have people who don't know how to get up. You have people who don't know where. So if you're going to tell people to dress up, get up and start somewhere. You have to tell them where. You have to tell them what to wear. You have to tell them where to go. You have to tell them that I have been where you're at. And you're not just telling them that because you're at a level in your life where you just have the education to put a few words together. But when you give encouragement, you have to give it from the heart and tell people what you know and help them moving forward. Because you have, unlike people out there, you tell them to get up, dress up, and show up. But some of us who are telling other people this, we don't take our own advice. We get up, we just dress up, and we don't show up. But we get up and we dress up just to show you that we get up and we dress up. But behind the closed door, behind every single struggles, behind every single situation, all we did is get up, dress up, put some makeup on, and just wash it right off back. That's what some of us do sometimes. Because encouragements like that, you just tell people that just is what they would want to hear. But when we give them advice, we need to give them the one they need to hear. We need to tell them that go down to Mr. John's shop, ask him, he probably have convenience down there. It's okay if you gone back on your face because at least you were at a level in your life and then you're going to make better step while going up. It's going to be harder for you to fall again. Take the experience that it gives. Learn what you need to learn from the situation you're in. Because Queen, you did it again. You're strong.